and that's too bad. It's unaffordable for families who work hard and play by the rules. And so Latino elected officials and Latino voters have the power to turn the page. And that's why your VE, VOTA, I took 2 years of Spanish in high school, so that's best I can do. Go out and vote is an important program. Let's talk about a few political issues. Iraq, the worst foreign policy blunder in the history of our country. It's hard to comprehend, but more than 5 years since Mission Accomplished was established by our president, we still have 150,000 young Americans still fighting in Iraq. As we have heard already today, there's a disproportionate number of these troops who are Latinos. 140,000 Latinos serve in our military today, and there are 1.3 million Latino veterans. I had the honor to represent Senator Daschle in Puerto Rico for the unveiling of a statue. And I was stunned to learn at that time that Puerto Rico was given a larger percentage of their young men and women to the service of this country and having been killed than any other part of our country. But Puerto Rico is only an example of what the sacrifices that have been made by Latinos in the military. I would hope that we all recognize the valor of our troops in Iraq and how important as it is that we bring them home as soon as possible. We're spending not only have we lost the men and women we have to death, we've had 35,000 who have been wounded, a third of them grievously wounded, blind, paralyzed. We have more than 3,000 or double amputees, and thousands of others who are amputees. We're going to have people coming home. They're coming home now. And within the next 24 hours here in Washington, we're going to pass something extremely important. It shows what can be done with a big idea when people work together. We're going to pass a new GI Bill of Rights. Let's just take a minute on the economy. The Bush-Cheney economics have left America really sputtering deeper into recession. Today, 8,500 Americans will face foreclosure. Tomorrow, 8,500. Monday, 8,500. Thank goodness the courthouses are closed on weekends, or it would be 8,500 on Saturday and Sunday. And we're trying to struggle with a housing bill, and that's being held up by the Republicans. It's something we need to do. The economy is in difficult shape. From the time this administration took office, when gas was $1.46 a gallon, to now when the average is $4.10 a gallon, there's been some real hits the American people have taken. And who's taken most of the hits? Middle-class America. And I would hope that on November 4th, Latino voters will understand what has happened to them, what has happened to us, and respond accordingly and overwhelmingly elect Barack Obama so we can change direction in this country. Just a minute on energy policy. Don't be dissuaded. Don't be distracted from what the Republicans are doing today. They're talking about, let's drill our way out of the problems we have. All the oil in the world, including ANWR, what they think might be there, and all the offshore oil, we in America have less than 3% of it. We use 21 million barrels of oil every day. We import 65% of the oil we use. We can't drill our way out of the problem. Should we do more for production? Of course we should. But we have to look to a different energy economy, and that is renewable energy. And we have been stymied and stopped every step of the way by this administration. We've got to move so that the sun and the wind and geothermal takes care of most of our energy needs, and that's on immigration, we struggled hard because we were doing the right thing. We need comprehensive immigration reform. Of course, we need to do something about our borders, plural, northern and southern borders. We have to do something about a guest worker program. We in Nevada need it as much as anyone. It's not only the agricultural community where it's needed. We have to do something to bring people out of the shadows. We have 10 to 12 million people here who have papers that aren't in good shape. We have to do something about that. We have to put these people on a pathway to legalization, pathway to citizenship. Lou Dobbs notwithstanding. We have to understand that this is not a gift. We're giving people an opportunity to pay fines, penalties, to learn English, stay out of trouble, pay their taxes, and then they move to the back of the line. No special privileges. But to bring them out of the shadows, it would be good for them, the families. It would be good for our economy. And finally, we have to do something to make sure that the employer sanctions law is meaningful, not a catch-22. So we're going to continue to work on comprehensive immigration reform. But finally, before I leave this, let me say this. We've spent the last 2 years an unprecedented number of hours on the Senate floor dealing with immigration. We have spent more time on immigration than any other issue that we've dealt with. And I have no regret having done that. It hasn't been easy. The truth is, it would have been easier to leave the issue for some other day, some other time. But that would have been the wrong choice. We tried in good faith to get it done. But conservative Republicans, I won't even say conservative, right-wing Republicans, blocked us from doing anything. Remember, we only got 9 votes for comprehensive immigration reform from the 41 members of the Republican Party in the Senate. Despite assurances of support from Bush and McCain, neither showed any leadership to get it done. John McCain may have sounded sensible on immigration at one time, but listen to this, and listen to this closely. His quest for the Republican nomination actually led him to abandon his own position and toe the divisive Republican line. His new immigration position is so extreme that it has won them the endorsement of Tom Tancredo. He has endorsed John McCain. I think that says it all. So let me say that they even blocked our DREAM Act to end the tragedy of children of immigrants being denied citizenship, education, and a good job. And let me tell you why I thought that was so important to do. I was in Smith Valley, Nevada, a little agriculture community in Lyon County. I spoke to the assembly, and I could tell there was a young lady, it was high school, wanted to talk to him. You could just tell. And so when I was over, I went over to talk to her. She said, in words that I'll never forget, she said, "I'm the smartest kid in my class, but I can't go to college. My parents came here illegally. What am I going to do, Senator?" I didn't have an answer for her. I don't know what has ever happened to that beautiful young woman. Is she working in a maid in one of the hotels in Las Vegas? I don't know what she's doing. But I know that we're going to continue to work so that in the future when somebody asks me that, I can say, we passed the DREAM Act and you can go to college. Thank you very much for inviting me today with my 2 partners. I look forward to working with you in the future. This is a great organization. Thank you very much.